If you study anyone who's successful in any kind of business, they have a certain amount of work ethic, right? And Jay has that work ethic. And I think that's really important, especially an entrepreneur. You have to have a certain amount of work ethic. I think it's really important. So, before you launch on any kind of meaningful journey, how to what degree are you willing to work for it, right? Because it's not going to be easy necessarily. You're going to have some setbacks and some challenges. And so how are you going to deal with that, right? And so one way certainly is to have a work ethic. The other thing you mentioned was to have mentors. Man, that is so key. And I didn't use mentors early on in my career. I do now. But especially when you're having, a hard time, or you want to quit or something, and you can have an advisor or mentor to fall back on, who then kicks you in the shins and gets you back going on. That's so critical in anything that we do. Yeah, the other thing is really a decision point, right? Is decide what you want. Where do you want to be this time next year? And if you're on a track and it's going someplace you want to be, you got to change tracks. It's as simple and as hard as that. I think what it requires, though, is a decision, and actually a conscious decision that you want to change your life. And it's simple. It happens like that in a moment, but it's an authentic thing. And you can always tell, Garrett, I've observed this, you can always tell when someone has made a true, authentic decision by their actions. Because if you truly decide something, you can't help but make steps in that direction. And people who have not truly decided, they might say they have, but they truly haven't. They don't make steps in that direction. So ask yourself, are you just saying things you want to do, or are you actually taking steps in that direction? There's a pastor, Stanley, I think, in Atlanta. He always talked, I'm going to butcher this thing here, but it's not your intention. Okay. It's not the intention, but the steps that you take that controls your destination, something like that. So it's not what you want, but it's the action that you take. But it all comes from that decision point. So no more excuses, guys. Yeah, take accountability, take responsibility, figure out what you want, and then figure out how to get it. Surround yourself with the right people and move forward. So hope you guys were inspired with Jay's interview today. Catch you guys next time.